guys, welcome back to our channel, Grace and Chloe. So today's video is going to be a little different because Grace is on vacation right now. So it's just me, and this is going to be a video of me being lonely without Grace here. But yeah, so I'm uploading a solo video while she's gone, and then she'll be uploading a vlog of her whole trip while I'm gone because I'll be gone when she gets back. That's how life works, I guess. So anyway, sorry for the terrible quality. I'm using my dad's laptop because I'm poor and I don't have a laptop yet. So if you want to subscribe and give us money so that we can get a camera, that'd be great. Yeah, so today I'm going to be reacting to a Paul and Morgan and Girl Defined collaboration. And if you don't know, Paul and Morgan are very much like Girl Defined, so we did a series of Living Modestly, and that was reacting to Girl Defined. This is going to be another modesty video because I'm poor and I don't have any ideas. I'm original. So this is going to be called Christian Modesty, Unfair Standards for Girls. I'm a Christian. I like to think I dress somewhat modestly. Do I? Probably not. But yeah. So I'm going to see if as a Christian, that's not super extreme. I'm going to see if I agree with what they're saying. Like, subscribe, notifications. Okay, let's get into the video.
To just talk about some stuff in a grace-filled way, and we ask that you would be open to receiving.
I think the receiving it is so important because I think it's we want to have compartments as Christians, and we kind of want to okay, I want to honor God in this way, but He's not touching this. And I think for ladies, modesty can be one of those areas. This is too hard. I don't want to talk about it, and I kind of want to point the finger or do whatever it takes to not have to think about this. But I think it's so true. If we, as are claiming to be Christ followers, then we need to let Him into every area of our life, even modesty, which can closet. Into our closets, which can be hard, but it is really.
Can we just stop and say that they're trying to get Jesus in the closet here? Fun. Okay.
So guys who have been following our channel for a little while, about a year ago, we made a Christian modesty bikinis video, and it went viral. And we noticed a trend. There was, of course, as you might expect, a lot of backlash, a lot of pushback. By far, the most common pushback and backlash was this. Okay, you guys, if men are telling women that they should dress modestly, that they should stay away from wearing small bikinis at the beach or pool, well, then guess what? Men should have the same standards. Men should be wearing shirts at the pool. So we thought,
I wholeheartedly agree with that statement. If you are a man and you're telling me that I cannot wear what's comfortable for me at the pool, then I am going to be telling you, okay, so if you think I'm showing too much skin because I'm showing my stomach, then you should not be showing your stomach because you're saying that stomachs are bad. That's my take on it. Thanks.
We just used that kind of as a springboard for this conversation.
Yes, to ask, should guys be dressing more modestly? Is there a double standard? Can guys even be immodest, in a way that girls can be immodest? I just wanted to start this off with telling you, ladies who are watching this video, and this is gonna maybe sound a little bit blunt, but I say it with love.
Morgan Blunt.
Ladies, you've got to stop looking at this situation with modesty in the world's eyes. I think that it's so easy for our hearts to be immediately hardened to hear that, our social media is pushing on be yourself, show your body, love yourself, blah, 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 to see all this stuff that the world is pushing and be like, yeah, I agree with that.
And I do agree with that. I agree that you should love yourself, and if you love your body, then go for it. Show it off. Wear a bikini. If it makes you feel good about yourself, then you should do it. When I wear a bikini, I feel great and confident in my body. But if someone's telling me that I need to cover it up, then I'm going to feel bad about my body. Like, not even like, oh, I have an ugly looking, like, it's fat and ugly body. Like, no. It's just like, when someone tells me that they don't want to see my body, it, like, tears me down a little bit. And so, like, this message is so harmful to girls because you're telling them that their body is wrong when it's not wrong. Like, it's perfectly fine. God made their body. And yes, you should worship God through what you wear, but you shouldn't be forced to wear, like, you shouldn't, it's not a requirement for Christianity to always wear a one piece.
Well, let's ask, does God say that kind of stuff? You know, are we looking at this modesty situation from a godly standpoint or what?
Okay. Morgan literally just said, does God say love yourself?
From the standpoint. I love what you said, Morgan. It's like we have to stop and say, okay, God, I cannot do this for anyone else. Ultimately, it has to be first and foremost for you. And if that can be like our heart posture, I think truly it would be a lot easier to discuss this. Yeah, and when it comes to guys, like my husband and I have actually had this conversation a lot because when we were dating and got married, this conversation came up because he was like, hey, there were certain things I was wearing. He's like, I don't know, like as a guy, when I see you in that, I look at this, like it really points to certain parts and it's distracting. And he's like, I want you to be beautiful. I want you to be feminine. I want you to embrace all of your womanhood, but to be considerate of how you do that in a way that honors God. And then it's really just honorable to the people around you. And so,
okay, this makes my heart literally hurt. Because she wears something, and we all know Kristen. She does not wear flashy, showy shirts or pants or anything like that. So for her husband to have the audacity to tell her that when she wears this shirt, it makes him look at her in this way, so she shouldn't wear it. Like, no, you ultimately cannot have someone tell you exactly what you can and can't wear. That's very toxic, very unhealthy, and just overall, like, wear what you want to wear. Like, if you bought something, you should wear it. If you think something looks good on you, you should wear it. Like, you control yourself, basically. That's what I'm trying to say.
So there's a verse in Philippians. You want to read it really quick? Yeah. It's like, just speaks to this idea of we as Christians need to be thoughtful of how can we honor others, whether Christians or non-Christians, whether we're guys or girls. Philippians 2, and then it's like 3 through 4. It says, let nothing be done through selfish ambition or conceit, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem others better than himself. Let each of you look out not only for his own interests, but also for the interests of others. Christ, he came to earth and he deserved like everything, but he made himself like lower and was willing to give up his life ultimately for others. And in small ways, are we willing to make those sacrifices for others? Like with modesty, instead of pointing the finger, can we say, hey, like as a woman, I can be like a blessing and encouragement to others and really put them before myself. So it's just a matter of like, who are you going to put up?
Okay. They're talking about how you should put others before you with what you wear. Okay, can we please remember the Bible story where Jesus' bros are like, hey Jesus, this woman has her breasts out. How can I not look at her sexually? And he's like, well, instead of telling this woman to go put a shirt on, I'm going to tell you guys to take out your eyeballs because it's better to not see than to be sinful. Like, I blame the men, not the females, but that's me.
But on top, are you going to really put other people on top, or are you always going to be kind of like the queen of your life?
So guys, one thing I wanted to bring up, and society has really pushed against this. Society's really said, men, women, there's no differences. Like, they're the same. The roles are the same. But I want to push back on that and say that God has made man and woman two different beings. I mean, they're different, and men have specific roles according to the Bible, specific things that they carry, and women have specific roles. And so I think that when it comes to modesty, it's going to look a little bit different. I'm not saying across the board, but typically men are going to be more visual. So in this specific area, I would say that it is a little bit more of the responsibility of the woman to just watch how she dresses, to honor God in the way she dresses, and be even perhaps sensitive of the men around her. We're specifically speaking to Christians here. We're not going to.
No. Don't dress for the men around you. Dress for yourself, girl.
Put this on the world. We're not trying to say that everyone out in the world needs to do this. We're speaking to Christians because, as brothers and sisters in Christ, we have permission to bring this up and to talk about it, and even to challenge people who perhaps need to be challenged.
Yeah, and one of the things that Paul and I were talking about was God gives us women certain ways to honor him, and he gives men certain ways to honor him, and they're different ways to honor. Like, there are similarities, like in our marriage, there are similarities how we can love one another and honor God. And so God has called women to dress modestly. Men, we're called to protect and provide for your woman, for your family. He hasn't laid that role on us. I think we need to
Okay, I clearly don't support this. I'm very much a feminist, and women can provide for the family as well. Like, women can have jobs. That's just my opinion, so I'm going to skip through this little bit because it's wrong. I'll spare you guys of that.
Yeah, I mean, men have a responsibility. There is ways that men can dress immodest, and if you get on Instagram and search long enough, you'll see that men are on there looking scandalous and seductive, and that's not good.
And men can be immodest in other ways too, not just in the way they dress, in the way they act towards women, in the way they talk about women, like that. So there are absolutely ways that men can be immodest and gross.
But going back to this idea that, there are differences in men and women in our makeup. Say maybe there was a girl or a female YouTube channel that wanted to bring out something specific to men, like maybe challenging men not to be so passive and to step up and to be the better leaders in the relationship like God has called us men to do. It wouldn't be right for maybe me to watch that video and to get upset and say, okay, if you're saying that men should be better leaders and step up, then so should women. No, I wouldn't say that because that's not a mantle that God has called women to carry. And I would equate that and say there's some similarities in the women watching this and saying, okay, if men are saying that women shouldn't dress immodestly, then men also need to wear shirts and be held to the exact same modesty standards. And for one, women have curves that men just don't. So, I mean,
True. Really? I have no idea. Yeah, and it's also like, I think we tend to do modesty in a really negative light, like even just the word. Like, and I'll find it myself, like, oh, modesty. Like, we just think of it as really negative. But like you were saying, Morgan, God in scripture, like 1 Timothy 2:9, I was looking at this right before the video, but God is saying, likewise, women, adorn yourselves in respectable apparel with modesty. And so God loves us.
And yeah, I know that verse. I've read it. I've memorized it. I've done the things with it. But respectable apparel to me is what makes me feel good. And like, not necessarily like, oh, it feels good in like a sinful kind of way. Like, no. So take like a high school dance. If you wear something that's like super flashy or whatever, and like you spend like the entire night like, oh, is this like too much? Is this like gonna like fall down? Like, I don't even know where I was going with that. But yeah, respectable apparel to me is like, it covers me, but also like it still makes me feel confident. And like, I don't know, I like to show off my curves because it makes me feel good. Like, it makes me feel like I have a nice body and I like my body, and I want other girls and women to feel like they have a nice body too. Like, it's not like nice body. They have a nice body too, and like they don't have to cover it up just because some person up in the sky said they needed to.
women and as men. He cares about us deeply. And so he's not going to give us a command that's going to be for our bad. He's giving it because he loves us and it's for our good. And so, not to get into all like the little nitty gritties, but like you were saying, Paul, God made us differently. Women are designed to be beautiful and curvaceous and to be enticing and attractive. And so, if we step back and say, okay, a loving God is giving me a command, it's for my good. What could God be after here? And I think in a lot of ways it's for our protection. It's the way that creepy men may look at us and see things that they don't even see that are reserved for our husbands. Like, God loves us and has given us this command, modesty for our own good, for our protection, and then two, so that we can honor and encourage and bless our Christian brothers in the way we dress. God knows, like, that it is more, men typically are more stimulated visually. Even science shows that.
It's not your fault that creepy pedophiles are gonna look at you and see, like, a sexy lady. Like, girls get raped wearing full school outfits just as often as girls get raped wearing short skirts and a tank top.
So, even in Scripture, before we have all the scientific evidence to back some of these things up, even God was ahead of the game saying, yes, Christian women, you can honor your brothers in this way. This is going to be an encouragement to them. So just remember, modesty is actually for our good, for our protection, and for the good.
I have not had a single Christian guy come up to me and say they feel encouraged by my lack of, what's this called? Cleavage. There. Okay. So that's going to be the end of the video. Obviously, I didn't finish their entire video because it's 16 minutes long. And this is already 16 minutes long, and I'm 10 minutes the way through it. So, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, notifications. And, yeah, I will see you when I get back for my trip to Europe.